Hello, children of Grange. It's Mr. Kerbal, the head teacher. It's the CCCU assembly, and it is so wonderful to see you on this wonderful first day of spring. The days are going to get longer, the nights are going to get shorter, the sun's going to shine, everything is going to start growing. It is springtime, and as always, whether it's spring, summer, autumn, or winter, we do good listening, we use kind words. We use kind hands and I'm going to say kind feet. Great actions. And we're ready to train the CC way. So let's go C, vamos. I've got a story for you today, and this is a story about somebody called Caleb. And it's a story in the Bible, and it's also a story even in the Quran. I know the Bible quite well, but I looked it up in the Quran and I saw it was in the holy book of the Quran as well. So this story is about somebody called Caleb. The story takes place in a desert. Can you see the desert? Lots and lots of sand. Not very many trees or plants in the desert. Can you see these animals walking? What are these animals called? They're very special animals because they are very good at drinking lots and lots of water, and then they can walk for a long, long time without having to drink again. So people use them to cross the desert. I've actually had a ride on one of these animals. I've got to tell you, it's quite scary. Can you see how tall the animal is? So when you are sitting, you're very high up on these animals. And also when they get up, can you see their knees? Their knees are a bit bendy and they get up in like stages. So it's quite a scary thing. This animal is called a camel. And it's a story that has the word of God in it. It also has a lot of angry people who were not making good choices, who were getting all angry, forgetting how to be calm, shouting, putting pressure on other people. And it's a story about a wonderful, calm person who made good choices. And his name was Caleb. So here's the story. Long, long time ago, about 4,000 years ago, that is older than the oldest person in Grange. It's older than Grange itself. It's just such and such a long time ago. So, some of you might have even learned a little bit about ancient Egypt. And this is a story about a family, and the leader of the family, well, his name was Abraham in English, and in Arabic his name is Ibrahim. And he had a child called Isaac, and Isaac in Arabic, or Isaac in English, or Yitzchak in Hebrew. And then he had a child called Jacob. Jacob in, now I remember it. Jacob in Hebrew is Yaakov, and in Arabic it's Yaqub. So anyway, the children of Jacob, they lived in a land and there was a famine. That means there was just no food. The rain didn't come, the plants didn't grow, the crops didn't grow, and there was just nothing to eat. And the people were so hungry. And they needed to go and get some food. And the only place where there was food was in the land of Egypt. And that was because the clever rulers of Egypt had stored up loads and loads of food, and because of that, everybody in the neighboring countries, they came to Egypt to get food. And Jacob and his family came down to Egypt. And when we're talking about his family, we're talking about big family, loads of children, loads of family. And they all came down there. And at first, everything was good. But then the leaders in Mitzrayim, which is the land of Egypt back then, was a different land then. They were very mean, and they turned the family of Jacob into slaves. and they made them work without paying them and without feeding them well, and they just made them work so hard, and it was really horrible and unkind and really unacceptable. But then a prophet is somebody who's a great teacher and gets messages from God. The prophet Moses, and in Hebrew his name is Moshe, and in Arabic his name is Musa, he came along and he said to the people, look, it's no good like this. We've got to get away because you can't be slaves anymore. And he led them, even though the army of Egypt was chasing them. They managed to there was a miracle, and the sea opened up, and they walked through the sea, and then the sea closed, and they were safe on the other side, and they were in this desert. And they walked and walked, and then God said, the word of God said, right, everybody, you made it out of slavery from the land of Mitzrayim, and you are going to go into this new land called Canaan, which was actually the land where Abram had been before, and Abram, Isaac, and Jacob had been before they went down to Egypt. Anyway, the people were a bit scared. They said, what is this land of Canaan like? So they put together 12 spies. Spies are people who go ahead to look and check out what it's like. And these 12 spies went into the land. They came back and they said to the people, no, Canaan is not a good idea. The people in there are very big, very scary, very aggressive. We don't want to go in there. And the people got so angry. Can you see all these angry people? They said, no. We can't go back to Egypt. We can't go into the land of Canaan. We can't just stay here in the desert with all these camels and all the sand. That's horrible. And they were so angry and so worked up. And then Caleb, who was one of the spies, he stood up and he said, no, everybody, we need to be calm. We need to remember the word of God. If God told us that we're going to go into this land of Canaan, then it's going to be okay. We'll work it out. We're going to make it. So long as we stay calm and work together. Everybody calm down. And that's actually what Caleb's name means. Caleb in Hebrew is Ka-Lev. Lev is exactly what you're looking at, a heart. If somebody listens, goes deep into their heart and says, even if people are angry and shouting and making the wrong choice, I know inside my heart what the right choice is. I know how to be kind. I know how to take turns. I know how to share. I know how to listen to my teacher and my parents and my carers. I know how to learn from my mistakes. Then just like Caleb, God will say, well done. You're making the right choice. You're doing the right thing. So that's the story of Caleb. And that's why we need to be like Caleb. We need to be the one who listens to our heart. Did you see the heart go there? So when everybody around you is maybe not doing the right thing, don't be scared. Put your hand on your heart, be confident. Believe in yourself. Do the right thing, just like Caleb. So who are our Grange Gold Stars? People who remember to be like Caleb and do the right thing. Hamza and Lorenza, wonderful. And Joash and Niam and Idris and Sama and Sophia Y and Melania and Eliza. Fantastic Grange Gold Stars. Who are our class champions? Rebecca and Bob Marley, Uneza and Bob Marley, Clinton and Bob Marley, Idris in Sojourner Truth, Sophia Y in Sojourner Truth, Summer in Sojourner Truth, Niam in Sojourner Truth. Fantastic class champions. So everybody, remember, you can say it with me. We are powerful. We are kind. We are loved. We are Grange. And we're going to make it. We've had the reindeer who visited us at the end of the autumn term. We had the chicks who visited us at the end of the spring term. What's going to come at the end of the summer term? I've got ideas already. So let's give ourselves a CC salute. Put your hand on your heart. Believe in yourself. Know you're going to make it. Then look at our beautiful world and say, yes, I'm going to be considerate. I'm going to think about others. I'm going to be kind. Circle your hand out to remember to be kind to others. So let's learn together, children of Grange. Let's respect each other, people of Grange. Let's achieve our potential, community of Grange. Let's be great. Let's be Grange.